Hi Sagittarius, welcome to your daily tarot reading. Thank you for joining me in this reading. I'm going to be using the Lightseers deck and the Lover's Oracle deck. So remember to take what resonates and to leave behind whatever you feel does not from the reading. So let's find out what messages come through with the cards. So the first card we have is the Nine of Pentacles. With this card you could be dealing with an earth sign, so a Taurus, Capricorn, or even a Virgo. Next, we have the Queen of Cups. With the Queen of Cups, you could be dealing with the water signs, so a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. And finally, we have the King of Pentacles. So that is showing more earth sign energy. And at the bottom of the deck, we have the Six of Wands. So with the Six of Wands, you could be dealing with a fire sign. So Sagittarius, Leo, Aries. Okay, so with the Six of Wands, with this card, this is showing some very successful energy. So both or one of the people in this connection could be very successful. But with this card, this is all about being able to share your success with somebody else. And I am seeing perhaps this may be a very popular kind of a couple, or it may be that perhaps you are very attractive people. So if you are single, this card is also showing that perhaps at this time you may be looking very attractive to other people. You may be gaining a lot of recognition from people outside of you. So also this card shows social media. So it could even be about perhaps catching the eye of somebody on social media, or being in a position whereby you may be formulating some connections with people who perhaps are very drawn to you and find you very attractive. And this card is a card that shows a lot of public recognition. So again, with this union, there is that opportunity to perhaps be able to give or share success with another person, and I'm seeing that ability to elevate, bring up somebody's social status through this connection. So also with this card, this is a card that still shows a lot of success, but also a lot of self-confidence. So this is about being in a connection whereby you have a lot of surety, and there is no guessing or wondering where you stand in another person's life. This card is showing a lot of self-confidence and an ability to know your place and feel very confident and sure as far as this connection goes. And with the Nine of Pentacles, with this card, this is a card that shows a person's very hard worker. So it's possible that this other person in this connection may be somebody who's a very hard worker, or is somebody who understands what it takes in order to be successful at whatever they are trying to attain. And I'm seeing that this person is not somebody who is afraid to do the work. They are somebody who is all in, they're very diligent, and they put in perhaps even more than they're supposed to. They are somebody who's very passionate is what I'm getting. And with this card, this is a card all about being able to reap back what you sow. So this is all about being able to perhaps even have some kind of a reward for your efforts. So I'm getting that this person is somebody who's a hard worker, and they are also able to gain a lot of independence as a result of perhaps their efforts, and then they devote a lot of time as well. So also this card could be showing you, if you are single, this is also about you being able to step into a period where you are very independent, and also finding yourself in a place whereby you feel very confident and very sure of yourself. So this card was also a card about nurturing. So it could also be about the connection as a whole is one that is being nurtured in the right way is what I'm getting. And I'm seeing very successful energy. So with that Nine of Pentacles, this is also about work. So this is also about being able to gain abundance through perhaps any of your efforts. So the time that is dedicated towards this connection is the kind of effort that is seen through how this connection thrives as well. And with the Queen of Cups, I'm seeing that perhaps this other person in this connection may be somebody who works very hard, but also they have that softer side. So with this card, I'm seeing a more emotional, softer side, and ability to be perhaps present emotionally and also be able to connect with you on an emotional level and attune to you. So this card shows a lot of emotional security when it comes to this connection. So this person may have that well-balanced kind of a nature whereby they have that ability to be able to read the room, be able to show up in a way that is most conducive to the situation. And I'm seeing that they perhaps have this really calming effect on you, or perhaps they view you as being somebody who has this calming effect. They may be very drawn to you for this other side of yourself, that more emotional, softer side, maybe something that they may find very attractive also. And with the King of Pentacles, this card is a card that shows stability and also being able to come to a point where you are able to enjoy in the fruits of your labors. So with this card, this is a card that also shows that ability to work hard, but I'm seeing an ability to work hard, but also to work smart. So I'm seeing that this other person or this connection is one that really does work, and perhaps it brings out the best in both of the people involved. So perhaps this is an ability to even find an ally in a connection. And I'm seeing that both of you thrive in this connection as well with all of these cards. And I'm also seeing that the connection or the relationship is not neglected for its emotional side. This is about being able to achieve balance as well. And with that stability card, I'm also seeing that ability to achieve balance long term. And this connection may be one that is very fulfilling for both of the people. Okay, so I'm going to pull out a card from the Lover's Oracle deck. So I'm going to pull out 3 cards, one for the other person and one for you and one for this overall reading. So I'm going to start with a card for you, Sagittarius. So this is the card that came out. It says romance. And it says Cupid's arrow strikes. So with this card, this is all about perhaps coming into a phase whereby there may be a more romantic element in the connection, or perhaps it may be something that is brought back into this element. So it may be an element that is brought back into this connection, which is a lot of romance. This may be perhaps even a period that feels like a bit of a whirlwind. It feels like a bit of fairy tale. And I'm getting that perhaps it's very satisfying and it may be very enjoyable time. So also if you are single, this card may also be talking about perhaps that new connection coming in at this time. So that 6 of Wands, this is you showing up as very attractive, and perhaps you may be also getting an opportunity to perhaps also connect with other people in a very romantic way, and you may be going out on perhaps romantic dinners, romantic dates, and being able to explore in perhaps the more romantic side of things. So I'm going to pull out a card for the other person. So this is the card that came out. It says Sacred Union. Honor and treasure your relationship, for it is truly sacred. Okay, so this is all about being able to give the time, the attention, and being able to nurture a connection because you realize its value. So this may be about this person being able to devote more time and being in a space whereby they are recognizing and not taking for granted what they have here. So I'm going to pull out a card for this overall connection. So this is the card that came out. It says Manifesting Miracles. Your dream is soon to become reality. Trust your heart and continue to follow its guidance. Okay, so with this card, I'm really getting the sense that perhaps you may be already on this path to your dreams. And with this card, this is confirmation that you are doing something right. You are on the right path. You're on the right track. And I'm seeing that perhaps you may be manifesting what you desire with this card, and it's saying that you're manifesting miracles. So this connection may be one that is perhaps going to a level that perhaps you have always hoped it would. And also you may be already starting to see the signs and also gaining that stability at this time and being aware of it perhaps. And also if you are single, perhaps if you desire to be able to attract new love into your life, this is also a card that perhaps is also confirming that perhaps that is something that you are in alignment with. That's something that you may be bringing into your existence. This is about being on the right track and continuing to follow your heart. I'm seeing that it is leading you down the right path. Okay, so that is the message I'm getting with these cards, Sagittarius. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I will speak to you in tomorrow's reading. Bye, Sagittarius.